Assalamu alaikum. I'm Dr. Faiza. Now, in the previous video, I show you the attachments on the pictures. Now, I'll show you on the bone. Okay. Now, this is the radius bone, and this is the bone of left side, as this radial tuberosity is anterior, and this styloid process is lateral. Now, as you already know the features of the bone, now I'll show you the muscle attachments on the radius bone. Now, first. This is the radial tuberosity, and the posterior surface of this radial tuberosity, there is insertion of biceps brachii muscle. Okay, and the anterior smooth part, it is covered by the bursa. Now, this is the medial border. This is the medial border, and this is the lateral border. So, this is the interior surface. So, this is the interior surface. So, this is the anterior oblique line. The upper part of the anterior border is anterior oblique line, and there is origin of flexor digitorum superficialis. Its radial head originates from the anterior oblique line. Here you see this anterior oblique line, and radial head of flexor digitorum superficialis originates from here. Now, the upper 2/3 of the anterior surface, there is origin of flexor pollicis longus. Okay, and the lower part of the anterior surface, there is insertion of pronator quadratus, and it is also inserted on the medial side on the lower end on this triangular area. Okay, and this is the lower border of the anterior surface, and this lower border of the interior surface is covered by the extensor retinaculum. Now, this is the anterior border, and this is the posterior border. So, between the anterior border and the posterior border, this is the lateral surface, and the upper part of the lateral surface, it is covered by the supinator muscle, which is inserted here, and the middle part of the lateral surface, there is insertion of pronator teres, and the lower part of the lateral surface, there is insertion of brachioradialis above the styloid process. Okay. So, between the anterior, this is the anterior, this is the medial border, sorry, this is the medial border, and this is the posterior border. So, between the medial border and the posterior border, this is the posterior surface. So, the upper part of the posterior surface, there is origin of abductor pollicis longus, and the lower part, there is origin of extensor pollicis brevis. Okay. Now, this is the lower end. Okay, this lower end, and this is the inferior articular surface. So, this inferior articular surface, it articulates with the carpal bones. Later you study them in detail. These carpal bones, they articulate with the lower end of the radius. So, this triangular area, it is for the scaphoid bone, and this quadrilateral area for the lunate bone, and it forms part of the wrist joint. And on the medial side, this is the ulnar notch. Okay, this is the ulnar notch, and the head of the ulna articulates with the ulnar notch to forms the part of inferior radio-ulnar joint, and the lower border of this ulnar notch, there is articular disc of inferior radio-ulnar joint is attached. Okay, so this is the radial tuberosity, and this is a constricted part is the neck. So, on the medial side, so this is the medial side. The medial side of the neck, there is attachment of quadrate ligament, and below the radial tuberosity on the medial side, oblique cord is attached. Okay, this medial border, it is also known as the interosseous border, and the lower 3/4 of this interosseous border, it is covered by the interosseous membrane.